here we are, another Airfix and Chill tonight. Good evening, everybody. Hello. We've got quite a few of the chat already. This one's going to be a bit different, this stream, because I've added Fenris there as admin to this. So apparently I can have 2 other admins on here. I can myself, one and one other. So if anybody wants to volunteer for this role of checking the comments and adding to the thing and, you know, and sharing stuff, then let me know. I see Sprue and Glue's just arrived. Hi, Dave. You all right, mate?
Hey, dude. Sorry I was late.
Oh, don't worry about it, mate. I think John Parker's going to try and pop in again tonight as well, which is good. But
all right, but if
yeah,
you're going to build, I don't mind being an admin for you tonight.
Yeah, I have to add you in. I have to do it before the stream starts. But
okay.
I'll definitely add you to it because you can keep an eye on the auction if we have an auction tonight. So
yeah,
if, I've got a tank I might sell, but yeah. Fenris is already sent. I'm still waiting on payment for the others, but as soon as they come in, Alex, don't worry about you because we're going to meet up and I'll give you the mosquito when I see you. But it was £200, so I've only got another 800 to go. So I can get my camera. I want a new camera. Do you know what though, lads? Let's be fair, right? Who does seriously good content with visuals? You can look at them up. You've got Matt from Model Minutes. You've got Modeling Weekly. You've got who else? LPJ Models. They've all got high-end cameras doing their model builds. And I watched Matt the other day again, and do you know what? I'm thinking, you know, shit a brick, man. The quality of the videos, I don't see the point in uploading 4K, but you can clearly see the content well with the, you know, the way it zooms in and everything. And, you know, he's got a Sony A7 Mark III, but I think, you know, going by the reviews, a Mark II is just as good as a Mark III, you know, in respect. So, and that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, so that's what I'm aiming for. Anyways, welcome everyone to the chat. We've got quite a few already chatting away there. We'll get to you in a bit, but we've got, let's say, Fenris, we've got James, we've got John, we've got James, Sully's in, Dave from Some Glue, and we've got Alex. Hello, Alex. You're my friend. Didn't see you last week.
Hello.
Hello.
You're supposed to meet up with me at Tank Fest, but you got a bit waylaid, so which was a bit of a disappointment. But what a cracking show! Tank Fest. Oh wow! Is that the pup?
Yeah, that's why I couldn't come.
Fair enough. Yeah, you would come back and you would have had all your cheese stolen from the fridge. Dogs are like, you know. But yeah, I went to Tank Fest and had a great day. I had a chat with Dale and requested my bear cat as standard. But honestly, it was that Tank Fest. You know, so the day starts and they've got like, is it 2 leopards and a warrior tank just bombing around the track with Thunderstruck from AC/DC. Boom, down, thunder, 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 like that, like way, and they were tanking it around. Excuse the pun, tanking it around the track. It was such a great day. Really was a good day, and I got to see and hold in my hand the Ferret Scout. Now, and this is why I brought up the discussion tonight. Is 1/35th the correct scale for Armour? And we're going to have a big debate and argument about it because Sully says he's God and says it's going to be 35th. But yeah, that Ferret Scout, if you've not pre-ordered it, there's a link in the description box below. But what a gorgeous model that's going to be. And there's something out of the box because no one else does a Ferret Scout.
Yeah,
which is
really
surprising to me. Like,
Carol Fenris.
I was just saying, it's surprising to me because, like, it's one that it feels like there should be so many more models of it than there are, and
exactly.
You know, like I'm amazed that there hasn't been a kit of it like until now. Like,
yeah, exactly. What were you saying, Alex?
I think I thought it looked really good on the video. I mean, the decal options that they've got are nice and varied. You know, if you don't want to do the UN version, they've included the Decals Eye to do almost any UN version.
Yeah.
I think it's and for the price that they're selling it at, I think it's a bit of a steal.
It really is.
What I said on the day, I didn't say it to Dale or anyone, but I said to myself on the day, if Tamiya produced that kit, that would be $39.99.
Oh, hands down.
Oh, easily.
Easily 40, 45 maybe. You know, I don't know, but it just, and you know, and I had the opportunity to take pictures with it next to a scout. I think they launched it at the best place because they've got 2 scouts at Bobbington. They've got 2 scouts there. So, and I took the white one and took it over and I took pictures of it. And then as I was filming it all, I asked, you know, at one point I was saying, is this going to be the color green? And so I shouted over, and I should have kept it in the video because it was quite funny. Dale, is this going to be green? Yeah, it's going to be green moss, you know, like that. Okay. Should have kept it in the video for a bit of fun, like, but I took it out because I thought, you know, be a bit of seriousness. And just going through the sprue, but you know, people were asking about the 2 radios. They're going to have 2 types of radios in there. I can't remember what it was actually called. There's makes of radios, but anyway. And then he said, I've got a really good story about why we chose a particular scheme. I suppose it's on camera then, and bless him, he stood there with me, shaky hand time, you know, and it's such a great story. And somebody put in the comments, I think it was you, Fenris, they should have, or was it somebody did, but they should have added a bike to the model. So you could have had the scheme with a little boy on a bike.
The scheme you're hitting to, I don't know that I can't. I don't know that I can't not do that scheme. And if you don't know the scheme, you need to go watch the video to go find the story out.
I don't mind sharing it. Well, basically, Dale, if you watch the video, Dale explains that there was a story about a boy who claimed he was harassed by the East German guards, and he told his mum, and his mum told the British Army that their son's being harassed on the way to school. And so for weeks they sent a ferret scout around and escorted the lad to school. He was riding his bike and the ferret scout was following. And 30 years after the event, it turns out that the boy actually lied. He just didn't want to go to school, but he elaborated on this story. So, what a great scheme to have!
When your mom calls the military to back up your story, you double down. You don't say, "No, mom, I was lying." You double down. Yeah, no, there was. I said there was 5 of them. There was 7 of them, man.
I mean, that kid had some balls at the time. Because I think he was like 12 or something, wasn't he?
Yeah. Middle school. Yeah.
Oh, incredible. You know,
I suppose it got to that point where it's just like, well, I can't back out now. The bloody army's here.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was going to say, probably be there with the SA-80s, but that was later, wasn't it? It wasn't SA-80s then, was it? What was it they used to have? It'll be 303s, wouldn't it?
SLRs.
Just after the war. So,
SLRs, wasn't it?
SLRs, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but it's just a cracking story, that, and why not do that, you know? But as I said, you know, it's I did link on Twitter that Jay Leno owns a ferret scout, and if you go on to Jay Leno's garage after the show, not now, you can actually watch him talk about it and drive it. It's a really, really good segment from his garage, Jay Leno's garage, and look at Jay Leno ferret scout, and you see him driving it, because I didn't realize the steering was up here. The steering wheel's flat, like here, and you're driving like push-pull sort of thing. And so it was really, really good times. Which brings us to the question: is 1/35th scale the best scale for armor? Sully?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So boldly go. What do you reckon?
Right, short stream tonight then.
No, it's 148. It's 148 scale. It's 148 scale.
Yeah.
No, it's boring.
I'm not convinced by either. I
Sorry,
can
I
give
like
or take.
1/16th, but they're just too
Way.
expensive.
Way. But why do you like 1/16 then, Dave? Why go on?
Because of
Lay it all out.
the amount of detail that you can do with them is unreal.
I'll agree with
They've
that.
got so much scope. You can do. It's unlimited what you can do with a 1/16. Whereas a 35th, you're restricted. A 48th, yeah, okay, you can do an interior, but it stops at the interior and what you can put on the exteriors. Again, it's limited due to the amount of space. Whereas a 16th, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the argument is you're limited unless you get a 1/16.
But then I would always look at, if you had a 1/16, you would motorize it and make it radio controlled, wouldn't you?
No.
Wouldn't you?
I mean,
No,
I
would.
would do that with 48 if I could. So I mean,
Well,
Tamiya
You know what?
with their 135th armor.
I got these 35th.
Yeah.
And to get these was a work of art, but I did get them. Somebody set a challenge and told me I'd never get them, and if I did, they'd be seriously expensive. They were 30 quid. But yes, it took me a day to find them. But I got them. But can you imagine something like this on the 16th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's got a fair comment there.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
And well, but you would go down the 1/35th yourself, and so you wouldn't do 1/48.
No, see, I kind of agree with what Dave's saying. Is that 35th? There's a lot more you can play with. There's plenty of stuff out there, plenty of accessories that you can get your hands on. Some are more difficult than others, like you're saying about the tank tracks, because sometimes some are really hard to get hold of.
Yeah.
But I think you can have more fun with them. You know, you can get the interiors for them. I think they're better to play with. They're good for like dioramas and stuff like that, because again, there's so much stuff out there for them. You know, figures and like, you know, tools and ammo boxes and all that sort of gubbins. But yeah, so some of the smaller scales. I mean, obviously, I think probably the big question with it is how much room have you got?
yeah.
But also,
Really, because I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, I'm struggling. I'm struggling because I always will make a small, no, I nearly always make a small base for them, which takes up a shit ton of room.
yeah. See, Captain VFC has put a really good answer. If I can get him up, where's he gone? There it is.
Oh, I don't
He
know.
writes the correct answer is whatever one's budget and comfort level allows for, into which Jeff Light points out that 1/16 is way too expensive for most people at the moment.
Agreed.
I think a 1/16 you can pay nearly 200, £300 for one, can't you?
Yes,
What
quite
isn't-
easily.
Easily.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, isn't Andy Hobbies? Isn't he Sherman about 150 quid?
147 quid it is.
Something like that. Yeah, which
Yeah.
personally, I mean,
Which is a
I
tack
don't
on
think,
kit.
which I don't think's too bad. But again, like he says, your space and your budget at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Most things
Yeah,
it comes down to.
Like there's the corollary between it and the 1/32nd/1/24th scale aircraft, right? Like they're absolutely worth the price, but you've got to be able to afford it. And you know, like for me personally, 1/35th for armor and 1/48th for aircraft are kind of my go-to.
So
But
That's
you
what I
couldn't make a
prefer.
diorama with them, though, boy. See, this is what I'm saying. If you were going to do dioramas with those tanks,
Exactly.
you have to go 1/48 plain, 1/48 for your armor, and then you've also got the 172, so you can do your plane and your tank. If I you know, I'm feeling it, I would go down and do a 172 tank. You know, I do like 1/48, and I even said to Dale on Sunday, I said, look, you got that Herrick operational, complete range. You're talking about the BAE Warrior, you've got the Super Cats, you know, you've got the Coyote, you've got the what was the other one called? I can't remember what they're called. But anyway, you got the Land Rovers, you got the Snatches, you've got you've got a lot of
Super
products there.
Super.
Yeah, but there's the Coyote, and what was the other one called?
Is it Warrior? No, it's not. Is it?
No, the BAE Warrior is the tank.
Yeah, sorry.
But I can't remember what the other. Somebody within the chat will know what they did. But they did this full range of 148 with the Afghan house, which he said will never see the light of day. So if you've got an Afghan house, right, demolished house, keep it, because it might already be worth a fortune in the future. Like
Listen, it was a newsworthy item.
it was a
Afghan
Daily Fail newsworthy item.
Yeah.
But maybe they just done it too quick. But anyway, so apparently that will see the light of day. But they may come back. I don't know. People are so up and down anyway. But you buy that. So that range is there, and it's the only Land Rover that Airfix ever done, the 148, which I've got somewhere. I think it's on one of my areas here. I've actually got the Land Rover Snatch from Airfix, and it looks pretty good. But yeah, they've never released it again. They did it once in 2013, so it's 10-year-old that range, and they've never released it again. So, be interesting if they do again. It'd be good. But yeah, somebody was saying there that was it Trumpeter? You have to keep up with the chat with me first. I can't find it now, but there was like Trumpeter were doing a kit for 150 quid and stuff like that.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I can't find it now, but yeah, but then again, when I was at the Tank Fest, there was a dealer there who had 3 Andy's Hobbies tanks there, and at the end of the day, when I went by, the Andy's tanks were still there. Nobody bought them. So 150-ish for a trumpeter.
150-ish for a trumpeter, 116. Yep. That's
not bad, is it?
Yeah, you can get the 1/16 around the £100 mark if you look around. They are older kits. I would argue they're not as detailed as the newer ones, definitely. Yeah. But they are around still. I don't know how old the mold is on them, but yeah, they're readily available. I mean, but the problem is, more than anything else, it's the size is great, the detail's great, but it's the size. If you've got the space, then great. But I don't think a lot of people have. And the one you were talking about, the 148 range, it's a surprise to me, really, with the 148 that there's not more out there, because I did some 148 vehicles not that long ago, which were made from Bandai, and they were amazing. They were absolutely amazing. And why on earth they don't produce them now, I've got no idea. They were just phenomenal.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like the main reason I do airplanes as opposed to Armour is because I can hang them when I displays them. Yeah. But because like when it comes to Armour, you can't do that. But like 35th to me is where I get a lot of the detail that I'm loving. But again, it all depends on how much room you have, and if you don't have the room, you don't have the room. At the end of the day, and
I think with the 135th, the price is right for what you get. It's accessible at that price. And the market's there. It's well established. So there's a wide variety of the different items that you want. So if there's a certain thing you want, you pretty much can find a kit of it without a doubt. But I'm not a great fan of the 172nd, unfortunately, generally. So it wouldn't be a go-to for me. But 135th has always been what I've made until recently when I did the 148. And I've always been somebody that's been, I don't really like 148, But actually, once I've tried it, I get it. I love it. Yeah. And there is a lot you can do with it. The detail is in most.
I will say, Yeah, I will say I'm surprised at like 148 how much detail they can really cram in there. Like depending on the manufacturer, but you can really cram in a lot of detail at 148 that you don't fully expect. You know?
Yeah. Little History's just said Tamiya 160 Armour Ranger, big money, static 300-ish. Full optional RC start at 700, and getting rare KV1 and Panther sold out worldwide. But then again, the KV1 is the bollocks, isn't it? It is the ultimate Tamiya 116th kit. So,
Well,
but,
not being
you know,
funny, you can't get the KV1 in 148 anywhere.
which
in
one
the
have I
UK.
got then? Oh no, I've got the KV8. I've got the KV8S trumpeter in 148. Is it? Is that 148? But yeah, you're right. You know, I think it's all down to. Oh, shut up, Captain VFC. You twat. Svesta.
Yeah.
Where there's one true scale. What a tosser, honestly.
Throw him off, you'll be fine.
Come in here and say that. Come in here. Oh, he's at band practice. He's playing with his wires tonight.
No,
isn't he?
that's no excuse, is it,
though?
This is more important.
Yeah. But yeah, I constantly, you know, I was just thinking, I've done 9 or 10 135s. I've done a couple of 148s when it comes to tanks. I've done a load of 172s just because they are a mojo build. If I don't feel like, you know, if I need something quick to build, I want to get done and dusted, you know, and I'm happy doing some of the Airfix vintage classics as well, 176, just because they're easy. And I like, people laugh at me when I say I like rubber band tracks, but nothing makes me, you know, cringe more than spending 12 hours on 350 pieces putting a track together, only to have to do another 350 piece tracks on the other side. You know what I mean? So
You got them done in 12 hours? Nice.
I was just saying, I'm just making up a number.
I did these in 6 hours, both sides.
Are they? Well, are they?
And I've never done metal tracks ever.
Mm.
This was my first set.
But what did you pay for that set of tracks?
30 quid.
But see, that's a lot of money for somebody, though, isn't it? 30 quid.
30 quid.
It can be as much as the kit in and of itself, you know.
Yeah. But
But at the end of the day, if you want, I mean, this was my go-to kit. This is a kit that I've always wanted to do, and I thought if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it properly.
It is interesting that you boys have got Tamiya tanks on your bench. John Alec there, he's got a mini art one.
He's got a mini art.
He's got a mini art, so he'll be there plucking his nose hairs in frustration at it when he builds that mother thing. I tell you,
this is actually trumpeter.
You've got a trumpeter, have you?
Yeah.
I've got a trumpeter. I've got that welded turret which I got from when I spent a fortune at the Models for Heroes auction. I got that. But also, while you're here, Alex, guess what turned up yesterday? I can't even find it now. Here it is.
Got a new tool.
No, I ain't got a new tool. I ain't got a new tool.
Excellent.
I got it in the end. And you're right. It is a very good looking kit inside. And that one's 172 scale. And I'll be happy in my day building this together.
Go big screen, man, and show us the bits.
I have to turn around the camera a minute. I'll have to. I'm in the middle of building an Austin Antarctic at the moment, so I can build one better than Captain VFC. So then we have to turn it all around in a minute. Right, let's move that out of the way. Move that there. Camera down. Let's get the camera down, and then lights on. Let's swap cameras then. If I go to settings. Camera, I think it's that one. Oh, hang on. Let's get the light around a minute. That's better. That's cool. Shove a bit of light there now. Here we go. Right, here we go. My lights aren't working. Oh, what's going on here? There you go. think we've got some decent light. Yep. So there we go. Right, can you see that?
Yep.
So it's a darling of a kit. Right. There. Look at that. One-piece track. Perfect.
That's cheating.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. Look at that for one-piece track. You can almost see through it.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, but that's at what? 1/100th?
172.
172.
172. Okay, yeah.
Because,
Like I don't know. I question how economical that would be for 48, and especially for 35th and above.
Yeah, I get that. And just.
But
What
it's
is that?
nice
About 8
if it's an option.
centimeters.
It's not bad, is it? Look at the detail on that. If I get the camera to focus. Some nice detail on it. And I think I pay like 12 quid for it.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. Some small bits of. Trying to see it on the camera here. Some little detail there. And then you've got the long sprue, which is all your weaponry in it and stuff. You got rivets on there and stuff, or bolts, I should say. I don't think it looks too bad, to be honest, for what I paid for it.
Yeah, not at all.
And then the final sprue is the wheels that go in behind the tracks. So they give you the. So you put the wheels on, or the running gear on, then put the. So that goes on over the top, sort of thing. But it's all detailed in that, and I think for a 172 kit, it's not. I mean, Alex saw it and discussed it and thought, yeah, might be worth having a crack at that. So I bought it. You got the drums there as well. So yeah, not looking too bad, I guess, for what it's worth.
And that discussion should be out this week.
Is it out this week? Is it?
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunately the guy I had to edit the episode just bailed on us completely, left us in the lurch. So
Oh, did he?
left me in a position where I was having to edit it when I didn't realise. So yeah, it'll be out this week.
Fair enough. That'd be good.
I mean, I think a good compliment, though, is what Airfix have done with and other manufacturers as well. So I've been building this. I think I mentioned this before. This Panzer Kampfwagen 35T.
Oh yeah.
So the Academy.
Is it going well together?
Oh, that's a great kit.
A Skoda.
It is, and they do provide you with rubber band tracks if you so wish. One of the things I like about these rubber band ones actually is they only have attachment points at either end, so you don't have to cut them along and then trim them like some.
Yeah.
But they also do length and link type. And the nice thing about that, I don't know if it's going to show up on this webcam. Get something behind that. Bear with me.
That go over the rollers.
You can see that. Yeah, this goes over the top of the return rollers, and it has the sag
Nice.
molded into it, which is difficult to get with length and link if you're doing it.
Link and length.
Link and length, yeah. length and link.
Length and link.
I've just invented a new sort of track.
Yeah.
So that's a good compromise, and it does go on pretty nicely. So, and it's got a pretty complex running gear, the 35T. So it does actually make that a lot easier.
Yeah.
So putting that together took about, I'd say, 15 minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes. A nice leisurely pace.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the things about rubber band track was that they, a lot of them, when you put them on, they were at the exact length so that they would be tight fitted to the wheels. What they should have done was made them 10 or 20 mil longer, so that you could get the sag on the top if you so wanted it. But it's always been fastening them together. It's always been the bitch when it comes to rubber band tracks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Super
but
glue.
but super glue isn't all that, See, I used to use puncture repair cement, rubber cement, and that used to work. And then just put one staple in it just to, keep it together.
Yeah.
But 9 times, but I've seen other people, they'll just cut it so that it only covers the outside gearing and underneath. Then they fill up the top with crap to hide the fact there is no rubber track on the top, to hide it. So,
do you mean like this?
yeah.
And then he's going to put a skirt on it.
And do you know what the best thing is as well? Do you know what the best thing is as well? Is these are actual individual lengths. I just couldn't be asked to finish them off.
Wow.
Because it will have that go over the top. So you're not going to see it anyway. I couldn't see the point in wasting. I couldn't see the point wasting time. Do you know what I mean? So
that tank is over weathered, Sully.
We gotta be. There's nothing on it.
He's just started.
I was about to say that. I just started.
Sully could build a model in 2 hours, paint it in 30 minutes, and weather it for the next 5 weeks.
That's it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Just want to quickly answer this little history. The new paint you are using in the demo the other day, was that blue meant to be gloss? It didn't look very glossy, is all. No, what it is, if you use paints, right? If you want a gloss finish, a good gloss finish, you leave a wet coat on. You'll go in hard and leave a wet coat. So that's why I did one side glossy, one side matte, so you can see the difference. But if you watch a video
when
again,
the color
you'll
is
see that one side.
Yeah, when a color is like called glossy sea blue or glossy whatever, it's probably not going to necessarily carry the gloss there unless it's like glossy sea blue parentheses gloss. You know what I mean? You've got to add. It's one of those things you're just going to have to add after the fact. But
yeah, it's very difficult. I did quite a damp coat with the or a moist coat on the Bearcat to make it look glossy on one side and moist. Yeah. So but yeah, it a lot of these paints you've got to put that gloss coat on in the end. And then 9 times out of 10 you end up matting it down anyway because you don't like the gloss finish. You can't win sometimes, can you? But yeah, so that's why. But if you want to get them, pre-order it from James Model Officer's website, spruebox.co.uk. Danish has been known to sew rubber band tracks. It's sew, S-E-W. We're not sewing seeds, are we? But yeah, it's as I said, when it comes to it, it's all the joy for whichever track you want. Whether it's me personally, I prefer rubber band because I'm lazy. But if you want to do it bit by bit, like Sully says, if you can get away with it, just do what you can, and then hide the rest behind a skirt.
Yeah, and with rubber band too, you can always, there's things you can do to make them look and feel, visually a little more realistic with paints and stuff. I do hold that. I do think that these kind of like egg tank, chibi tank, whatever you want to say, work better with the rubber band tracks. But
yeah, I will go down that road and agree with you on that one. My rubber tank tracks on this egg tank's brilliant, fit nice.
I would be angry if they made me do like a length on those. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And for the money you pay for them as well, I doubt they would ever do that. They're quite cheap, aren't they?
Exactly. But like stylistically speaking, it feels like it plays into it. Whereas for something that's more like traditional, like rubber can work as can the others, right? Like there's more options that do seriously work, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Fair enough. Milan Ondrak said that he's actually driven a Challenger 2. And he said it was surprisingly easy to drive. The suspension was amazing at cushioning the bumps when putting them on trailers. The Challenger 2 gives no problems with steep climbs. You need to really rev it up. Yeah. I noticed that. They rev them up before they start turning them, don't they? They proper rev the engine hard. So, when in doubt on scale, always build egg kits. That's a good shout. But so we're not really into agreement, really. 148, 135th, 116th, and 172.
I think
And
the fact is, I don't think it comes down to scale, really. Somebody's already said it.
yeah,
It depends on what you want to put into it, how much you're willing to spend initially, and how far you want to go with the kit at the end of the day.
And also, I would add to that what companies you like to build, right? Like at least for me, I'm going to be more limited by I want to build X, and company Y, Z are the only two that make Model X, right? Like I'm going to be way more worried about that than I am going to be worried about the scale.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll come to a point. Say there's a particular tank, and in one variety they do it in 135th, another manufacturer does it in 148. I guess you would kind of go for the manufacturer that you prefer as well. So say
A lot of
Trumpeter
people
do it.
will only stick to one manufacturer, won't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
And then
with
the
Airfix.
manufacturers have arguments over who's copied who.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely, I can see that. Definitely. When it comes to, like I said, I there's a lot of tanks available at Airfix at the moment. They're desperate to sell tanks. They've got the new mystery bundle, which I've now received. So I'm going to do an unboxing and review of the mystery bundle of this week for the tanks. But what I heard is that they're 50% off at the moment. If you buy that mystery bundle, you pay £100. You're going to get 200 odd quid's worth of tank in there. So, but I'll do my mystery unboxing this week. I've got the McLarens coming tomorrow. The new McLarens coming out tomorrow, so I'll be doing that.
Looking forward to them.
Yeah, that's going to, they're good. Those what are they called? Starter sets for the cars. Definitely gone down that. I think they've gone down the right road with that. There must be another Spitfire to due out soon as well. So, yeah, definitely. So I'll come to the crunch end. So 148 is a yes, 135th is a yes, 116th if you're rich enough to go, and to buy one, you can.
The problem is with the 1/16th is you can paint it and it'll look toy-like. You've really got to go to town.
Yeah, you've got to work on it.
It's like
that's
Sully
what
you'd have a field day with 1/16th.
It's in the grand scheme of things. I will do one eventually, unless someone wants to donate one. Then it's
At least it's easier to build a bird's nest.
Oh, fuck the bird's nest. You could put a vulture's nest in it.
Dude, you could have a pack of wolves in that and you'd still lose them.
I tell you what, Sully, you could crash that chipmunk into 148 tank.
Could do, yeah. Let's see what the purists have to say about that.
I've just
they wouldn't
seen
come
that.
across the tank.
I've just seen that James has had to leave, Monifer, but hopefully he might be back. He's had to pick up the wife or something. So, best of luck, mate. Explore Unseen. Which glue is the best to use on model kits?
Depends on the kit.
Yeah. Are you doing resin? Are you doing,
Styrene, ABS?
ABS? You don't use glue on ABS.
You do?
No, you block them together. I'll talk about Airfix. Quick builds is ABS. Yeah, don't even go down that road with me about my tank.
No. Like you say that jokingly, but Bandai's Gunpla, which again are friction fit, are ABS as well. So there's something to be said there.
Yeah, differently.
But yeah. I mean, like it doesn't not only just what material is being used, but like what part are you doing it on? Like there are things where I will prefer to use Tamiya extra thin, and there are other things that I want like a thicker glue because I want it to have a better hold. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, like, people knock them, but you get those little tubs of cement in the Airfix starter kits. You know those ones? Just fucking bin them. Never use, just bin them. Bin them. Yeah. Just bin them. Don't ever use them.
Spider webs, I call them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we'll donate them to you, Moth.
If you don't like those little tubes, send them to me.
You make your own sprue goo, don't you?
I've got a massive box.
I mean, they're not bad for using to turn into sprue goo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. But you know what, though? I don't like using sprue goo because I'd rather just use filler and sand it down. It's quicker to sand down. Are you going to do that as well?
I've got all that sprue to turn into sprue goo. Send me a roll cement.
I mean, if I have that much sprue goo, I am absolutely going to use sprue goo over Tamiya's putty. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree.
A lot of people saying these Tamiya extra thin. Milan says I quite like the Revel Contactor Professional. Yeah, I do too. Until I got the Humbrol Precision Poly, and I think it's a better glue, to be honest, a better cement. But that's just
probably
my
the
opinion.
same cement labelled up in a different factory.
Yeah,
it's just,
like
I don't know. It dries out.
I've got to say, I'm a Tamiya glue man.
Yeah, this is my favorite glue right here.
Yeah, I've got that one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the airbrush cleaner. I did a video on that.
Yeah, it's literally the same stuff as extra thin, and
It is the same stuff.
It's identical.
Well,
It's
no,
identical.
it's not exactly identical. It's
not,
one of them is
1% difference.
Yeah, one of them is 50-50, the other one's 51-49.
No,
But,
even less than that. It's 51.1.
Yeah, that's right. 49.9. That's right. That's right.
0.1%.
It is. So it's technically different.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I honestly I just buy these and I just refill an empty Tamiya extra thin. And it's the reason why it looks gray is because I use this also to thin my Tamiya putty because it's the best shit to do it with.
I buy Mr.
Tamiya
Hobby's
party.
I buy Mr. Hobby's Dissolve putty. I like that, and he gets some more actually. I better put that on my board. Actually, I forgot to submit.
I've got that on the way this week. I'm going to be trying that for the first time.
Mr. Hobby Dissolve putty, yeah.
Ooh.
Is that because I use it?
I need to give that a shot. Cause to be honest, I just haven't given it a shot, and I just need to.
I got given it 5-6 years ago. Never opened, and I've used it on a lot of my builds because I just like the fact you can just brush paint it in. You're not pushing it in. You're letting it drip in, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's why I like it. Normally when you're using other fillers, you've got to force it into the crack, haven't you? Into the gap.
Well, with Tamiya though, I just thin it out with this, with the airbrush cleaner, and then I use the applicator brush from the extra thin to then blend it in, feather it in, however you normally use a brush, and
The only problem with that is the only problem with that though, and this is my thing, you've got to be really careful when you do that, because if you start brushing on that glue, you may find you're putting brush strokes in the plastic where it's burning through with the cement.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, that is a very fair point.
Yeah,
I mean,
but obviously when go on, James.
It does work if you want to create a armored surface on the texture on the armor.
Yeah.
If you use extra thin and then stipple it with a brush.
Yeah.
I'll see your Tamiya airbrush cleaner and raise you some butyl acetate and acetone.
You just make your own
mix it yourself.
I just make it. Yeah. So that's 2 liters of.
So for the unaware, those two things specifically, those are the two things that are either 50-50 or 51 or 50.1, 49.9. Like it's butyl acetate and acetone.
And I have my little Tamiya extra thin bottle that I refill.
Yeah.
I mean, I've used maybe 50 mils out of this.
I want to say something. I don't think the Tamiya brush is very good.
No.
The glue.
I don't think it's very good.
I actually use a Humboldt brush from the starter kits.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
See, I've found that my brush works really well. But I also did extend it initially. For those that don't know,
always extend though. It doesn't always.
It doesn't
extend.
always.
Sometimes
it doesn't
you
always.
extend it and it just goes sloppy. Then and you're like, "Oh, what's the fucking point?" You know?
Yeah, but you can. For those that weren't aware, because you can kind of see the size difference there, you can actually pull this out. It's sitting about yay low in this, so you can actually pull out that. But. I also don't know how much is a matter of I've just lucked out with this brush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It hasn't misbehaved for me, so therefore I think it's good.
Wait, see, Mike, because that's how it comes. It comes like really, really up the end.
Yeah.
Then sometimes you pull it out sometimes and it just goes sloppy then, and there's just no point. But like I said, I tend to the only reason I use it is because you pick it up and boom. But if you could make another brush, make it easier. Trouble is though, you can never seal it right. Because if you put a hole in the top of the pot and put a brush in, like I've tried, I suppose hot melt glue would do it. If I got the hot gun out and done it, maybe that would work.
You do want to be careful though too that you're not using like a synthetic brush, because synthetic brushes sometimes they're made with acrylic subcomponents and they can't they can melt within Tamiya extra thin if you're not careful, but that's like super rare and not exactly common. So it's more
I get that. Yeah,
hairy glue.
Exactly.
The old hairy stick.
So what you're in off tonight then, Moss?
I don't know yet. I'm just looking at the kits now. What do I want to get rid of?
We're coming up on the first hour mark.
Yeah, well, we'll probably do about 9:15. I've got a tank I might get rid of. I've got a Revel Fighting Falcon starter set from Revel. I've got a Hobby Boss F5E Tiger 2. I might put that in the auction. I'm just looking now, and I've got a HMS Devonshire, Vintage Classic, I might put in the auction as well. Have you got anything you want to auction off tonight? Oh, hang on. This is the first time you've had a stash. I better not say that, had I, Dave?
This is my first stash, and he's asking me.
I was gonna say, I'm currently at the most that I've ever had kits. I think I have 3, 6, 9, 10. I have 10 kits in my stash at the current moment. This is the largest my stash has ever been. I don't know if you can call 10 a stash, but you know.
It's funny because I'm looking in and I'm just looking. You have?
I have, yeah. But I don't think I'll ever build this because it's just too damn big.
You'll build, you build that. Surely you build that.
It's too big for me. So let me bring out the contents because the box is humongous.
Is it big? Is it?
Was it Nomad after one of those once?
So it's a Hella kit. It's 105 pieces in total.
That rings a bell. That does, Sully.
Yeah.
It is sealed. There you go. The panel lines are raised on this kit.
Wow. It's Hella.
They are raised.
Oh, yeah.
Feel them.
Johnny says it's a starter stash you've got there, Dave.
I've got a starter stash, yeah.
That's
A beginner stash.
Actually. A beginner starter stash. Oh, I'm on one.
So there we go. there's the decals, so you can see them as well.
The decals look nice.
Yeah, they do actually, don't
actually.
They can't be hella.
Yeah, exactly.
They do look nice as well. No cracks. No issues with them at all. So there you go.
You're going to auction that one off for you then, Dave?
Yeah, auction that one, bud.
Let's auction off then for Dave. That's right then. So it's a Lockheed EC121 Warning Star. Wow. Let me just set the timer then. Where's the
it is
timer
in a
to?
box. There's the box. Look, it's just huge. It's 172 scale. There we go.
I need to get this up here, don't I, really?
And there's all your colour schemes that you can do with it.
Right, you ready then? We'll start the bidding war then. Okay, starting it now. So you got 5 minutes.
And while
5
that's happening,
minutes.
I'm going to put this back in its box.
Go on, I'll
That's
start
right,
you
no
at 10.
worries.
So there we go, guys.
Let's have a look. Right, Man's Models is in for 10.
Ooh.
£10. Remember,
Oh,
are you? Is the postage included in this in the UK?
Postage will be included.
Yeah, postage included in the UK.
Yes.
You'll not
If
make
you're
anything on
abroad.
it at £10.
You're just trying to fill up your shop, Alec. Be
That's
honest, aren't you?
Yeah, come on, Alex.
They worked it out.
No, I will say like that is such a nice shop. They like I watched the video and I know you got a lot of work ahead of you, but man, that looks good.
I'll tell you what, though, you know, the parts are clean.
Yeah, they are
The
from
parts
Hella.
are very clean.
Hella has done a lot of work cleaning up its old molds, hasn't it? Rather than making new stuff, I think they've just gone and cleaned up their old stuff.
Well, that's only because the company that's bought them has decided, we spent all this money buying the company, we're going to have to do something with all the tools. But some of their releases are actually, what's it called? Airfix tooling originally. They still got them. Yeah. So come on then, folks. We're up to £10 at the moment with 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Postage is included on this one. So
let me see if I can unhitch the camera for you, so you can get the. Let me just unhinge that. There we go. There you go.
Come on,
Now
guys.
you get to see
Worth more
the
than
full
£10.
box.
Wow.
I
You know what,
mean,
though, in all fairness, though, there's not a lot of pieces in that for the size of the kit, though, is it?
no, but the kit is humongous.
I think you're right. Nomad was looking at one of them, wasn't he? I think you're right. I think Nomad was after one of them. Shame he's not on the chat.
So you've seen the content, you've seen the box. There we go. I'm not holding it anymore. It's bloody heavy, that camera.
Oh, fair enough.
So come on, guys. Let's see what we can do.
So at the moment we're up to £15 so far from Captain VFC.
That's a £5 in my pocket then. Oh dear. Oh.
You come back in if you want to, model officer. You're welcome to come back in. Hello, Paul. So at the moment John Parker's in. Hi, John. Nice to see you, mate. You can pop in if you like. So who have we got at the moment? Captain VFC at £15.
Ooh.
John, it's in your email, mate. If you look in your email, the invite's there. I sent you before. There you go. Is that it? 1 minute 37 so far on the clock. I built the Hella Connie, and that was already huge. Yeah, I bet
It's
it
basically
was.
the same plane. That's what that is a constellation.
Yeah. 1 minute 20. We're up to £15 for this one.
Come on, folks. Be generous.
Come on.
Be nice.
Be generous.
Yeah.
It's my first auction.
First auction. But he doesn't need a camera, I do.
I see how it is.
Yeah. 55
Yeah,
seconds
he's
to
got nowhere
go.
to
We
put
got a
it.
bid of £15. Captain VFC has nowhere to put it. Fair enough. But you'll find somewhere, mate. Definitely.
Come on, folks. All donations go to Moss.
Shut up, mate. £20. Is Alex has got 20 quid.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah,
well
that's
done,
good.
man.
You're awesome, dude.
Only because
That's-
Captain VSC has nowhere to put it. I've got a
I'll
shop.
tell you, yeah,
You're doing him a favor, right?
doing him a
Oh,
favour.
he's helping him out, bless him.
I would just like to say that these kits are about 30 quid a go, aren't they? 40 quid a go, these Lockheed?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
There we go then. 10
no-
seconds
Hasn't got
left.
a
10
model shot,
seconds
he's got
left.
Bottle from
all
hell.
money from
6,
this is going to Moss.
5,
Moss
4.
has forgotten he's charging
3.
you a 50% commission.
There we go. Man's bought it. Man's got it. £20
Mr.
for
Man,
man.
thank you, sir. £20
There you
to
go.
Moss's camera.
£20.
Good job.
Brilliant. Yeah,
Thank
£20.
you.
That's a good one. Right.
No, Moss,
Come
put
back
that to you. Sally, bud.
Are you sure, mate? You're a diamond, mate. Thank you very
Yeah,
much. I
thank
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oh,
And as soon as you get the details and payment, I'll send you.
yeah, I'll pay for the postage.
I'll send
mate,
the
don't you
kit
worry.
out.
I'll pay for the postage. Don't worry. Right. Which one shall I? All right then.
Just post it to Moss. He's holding all my stuff at the moment. So
Yeah.
Send it
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Moss. Okay.
That
that's
would
why
work,
I've got room.
right?
I just leave them all at Moss's.
Moss, send me your details, bud. I'll post it on to you.
All right, mate. No worries. I've still got 2 to send to you when Matey Boy pays.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
waiting on your email.
I've done it, mate. I've already
Ah.
paid. There's already a story behind it, but yeah, it's all good.
124th B52. Jesus.
Wow.
It's going to be a big one, isn't it?
I
They
think
would
you
never
banked
do
up
it.
Slight
I think was it Mr. Hobby did that 124 scale Lancaster. Was it Mr. Hobby or somebody or
I'm going to put my tank back now.
and they nobody bought it, did they? Nobody bought it.
Do you remember
What?
we looked on the podcast, Moss, on that 132nd scale ME 323?
Yes.
I mean, or was it 35th scale so you could put like a tank in it?
Yeah.
Insane. It had like a 2 meter wingspan or something.
2 meter wingspan, isn't it? Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Nobody would buy it. It's like, one of the companies that did the Lancaster, they decided, we're not selling it, we'll just sell off the cockpit. So you could do a detailed cockpit and did a clear plastic fuselage for it to go in, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. So, anyways, right. I've got this little Hobby Boss F5E Tiger 2 fighter. It's all sealed.
What scale is that, Moss?
172.
£5, Moss.
72. 172. All
Well,
sealed
let
up
me
in the
measure.
box. There's the decals there. You got a lot of decals there to play with. It's a very good kit. It goes together quite nicely. But yeah, so for this time we're going to do the F5E Tiger 2 fighter. I'll set the timer to start. If you can see it now. I'm going to start. So then, right, Tiger 5E, Tiger 2 fighter. It's Hobby Boss, 172 scale.
15 in it from Fenris.
Oh, Fenris. Do you want it signed this time? So 15 Fenris.
Ryan, you've got to up it a bit, bud. Mossy, you know how you've got a famous saying, the dog's balls?
Yeah.
Well, I've got a pair of camel balls I'm going to send you.
Moss, can you send
John,
off
I sent it this morning after I replied to it. I'm sure you did. It should be there. Let me just check my emails again.
Wayne says balls to it.
Right, Gmail.
Go on, guys. We've got 15 quid here from Fenris.
Fenris.
We've got 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Camel lights.
Yeah.
They certainly are light on summit.
Yeah, John, I sent it at 20 to 2 today because I sent it to you and I sent the same in the same message. Went to James Bond Officer and he's been in tonight. So if you check your email again, the link should be there. Right, 3 minutes left to go. We're up to £15.
Come on, guys. It's all for a worthy cause. We've got to get.
It is. I need to get a new camera.
Poor old Mossy's laughing.
And then once I've got my camera, I'll have to do a thing to get my Ferrari if we get the camera.
and the Hobby Boss Tiger is actually pretty good for a Hobby Boss, isn't it?
It's
pretty
yeah,
good. Pretty solid kit. Yeah.
It's a pretty good kit. And I'll even sign it. By the way, when I send out the model kits, I send them with the zine, the latest zine, and stickers, and
patches where appropriate,
and a patch as well. So you will get all that.
So at £15, that's already a steal. So yeah. Nobody else.
Yeah, they're having a steal on that. 15 quid. John's saying there's no link for tonight.
All right. Well,
have a look. On your Discord, I've been in.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's been sent. So check your spam. Check your spam, mate. It should be there. Check your spam.
Mr. Dan Usher's had to drop out.
Oh, is he gone again? Is he? Bless him. He goes to bed early,
got
doesn't he?
things to do.
Okay. Righto, you slaves to scales. I'm in the saddle early-ish tomorrow, so I'm off to bed. Stay classy. I will stay classy. Oh, is me camera? Is me timer gone? Oh, 1 minute 16. 1 minute 16.
Everyone's waiting to snipe Fenris. That's what it is.
Yeah, Fenris has sniped that.
1 minute 5 to go. 1 minute 03. Need to get a proper timer.
Yeah, next
it's not
time.
there. Right. I'm gonna have to send it again then. Right. Sent items. Come on, sent items.
Check your blocked senders list.
Yeah.
I have to take mine off regularly with Moss.
Shut up, you tart. Right, yeah, I've sent the link again. Right, 25 seconds left. 25 seconds left. 22. Come on. It's got to be worth more than 15 quid. I'll sign the box as well if you want, or the back of the box. I'll sign it.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to cost Moss at least that just to send it.
Yeah. Cost me about $5
to the US.
5, 4, 3.
Come on. 2, 1.
Ding,
bingo.
ding.
Fenris.
Oh, Fenris freaking 15 quid.
All right, mate. I'll get that sent out to you. You've already had one lot sent out this week. I'll have to send you that.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say.
I think this one might be cheaper to send actually because the last one was quite a heavy box, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
All right. What else do you got?
I'm going to get it now. I'm going to get my stool out and get it.
They're on a roll. Come on. Let's
on a roll. Oh, dear. Do I really want to sell this one? Do I really want to sell it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you really want a camera.
Get it on the desk.
Do I really
Alex
want
wants
a
to buy it.
I know.
You want that camera?
I know, but do I really want?
Wow!
It's the Matrix
in the chat.
Oh wow! Right, okay. Do I really want to sell this?
Yes.
Okay. Right, you ready, folks?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
I can't. Right, it's a Tamiya
Oh, CBR.
Ooh. Honda CBR 1100XX.
Nice.
Fire blade.
I don't think you can get them at the moment. I think they're all out of stock everywhere. It's still sealed. So, comes with the tyres. You know, it is a. I'm gonna have to now when I fucking.
Yeah.
You know, it comes with all your what do they call it? Oh,
Go for it.
Beth,
Got
doesn't
to
it?
go. Take care, buddy. Nice.
Cheers,
Cheese.
matey. So yeah, even got your gauze in there as well.
Oh,
So
look at that.
is it fairings they're called, aren't they?
Yeah,
So
the bearing.
I don't think there's decals with this kit though. I don't think this actually came with decals. I don't think. It's just double check. Just double checking for decals now. I can't remember if there's decals in this or not. I don't remember seeing the decals. Hang on, we'll just double check. So, oh yeah, there is decals there. Look, still fresh in the bag.
Look at that.
There you go. Okay, so all fresh in the bag. So, if
John
you're
Parker's
in the
transporter was finished.
UK, right. Okay, so we're bidding on this Honda CBR 1100 XX. Right. Right.
Good evening, Nigel.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Starting the bidding at.
Go.
There you go. 5 minutes. So bids are starting now. So if you want to have a bid on this, come on.
20 quid.
£20.
Let's go.
Man's
Come on,
models.
it's worth a lot more than that. 35
Ooh.
from John.
$35 from John. Cracking, John. Thank you.
Nice.
Captain VOC's gone for £2. So yeah, this one's up for auction. I didn't want to get rid of it because I was tempted to build it.
Is that
but...
for the wrapping paper, Captain?
Yeah.
He's after those decals.
Can I go just for the decals? Like,
I want that gauze.
We're on till 10 o'clock, Nigel.
so another hour.
We've got 92 in the chat so far. 92's in the chat. We had
Come on, guys. $35 is top
Yeah,
bid.
Mike, and,
$35
thumbs up.
Worth
for
a
this
lot
one.
more than that.
Yeah, so $35 so far for this one. At least I know it's going to go to a good home, John, if you buy it.
I was gonna say, John has been bitten by the motorcycle bug.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I still need to build it, but I got this one in here.
Oh, he's got a ninja.
Ninja.
We'll see, but I want to build this one first before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. On your bike, John. So yeah. At the moment, we've got $35, which equates to $30 in it, £30, I think. I think that's what it will equate to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Remember-
haven't built a bike yet, you absolutely owe it to yourself to at some point get a bike build.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You really, really do.
Such a joy to
Yeah.
And completely completely different from anything else. Like you feel like it's going to be similar to automotive, and it's not.
Mm. If you want it signed, I'll sign the box as well. So, not that I'm a designer or nothing, but yeah, if this is the crack at the moment, we've got this Honda CBR 1100 XX, and it does look smashing. You know, it's a lovely looking bike.
It does.
What scale is it? 112?
It's what scale is it? I don't know.
I think it should be, I think.
It should be 112. That's
Yeah, it's
usually the
112.
motorbike.
112
Yeah.
scale. 112 scale. How are we doing there? 2 minutes left. Cool. Again, Armake holding it up. It's that heavy. You know what I mean? Sign £35 then. Oh, £35.
The pride of place in the shop.
I do.
Just change the
Yeah.
the
An extra,
currency.
yeah.
Yeah.
An extra $5 for Moss's signature.
Oh, brilliant. That's worth it, mate. That's worth it.
That'll go in the glass cabinet in the shop when he goes in.
TBG says he's not sharing Moss's stream.
Yeah. I think postage is about 20 quid to America, £18, something like that. But
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that is, but you know.
Do you take old Polish zloty?
Yeah.
I've got some of those kicking around.
Yeah. Here we go. We're going on the time here. 1 minute to go. I'm hopefully there could be a flood of bids in a minute. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, what's this 150? What?" No, we're joking.
Oh, are you covering? Are you covering postage? Because if you are, I need to add more to that. It's because it's got to cost you 20.
No, if you're in the UK, postage is covered, but if you're abroad, you have to pay for the postage.
All right, I'll pay for postage.
So here's the question: does 2 flying hours account for more than
35
1 pound?
Yeah, if Captain
Depends what you
VFC
get
was
with
in the
them.
chat, we could have debated it, but no. Now, £35 and a penny to Fenris at the moment. £35 and a penny.
Oh, I see.
30 seconds to
sneaky.
go.
That's
30
sneaky.
seconds to go. Actually, I'm not going to. No, to be fair, Fenris, if you're going to bid up, you've got to do it in
Got to go in
installments. You
pounds.
can't just go in. Can't go in pennies. That's
Oh,
a bit
come
unfair
on.
on John.
Got to go
A bit
whole
unfair
pound.
on John, really.
I don't know. I see him typing away.
I'm ready. How many?
9 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
40
£40.
pounds.
Hey.
40 quid.
Hey, nice one, John.
Sneaky.
40
Well done, my
pounds.
friend.
Well done, John.
Well done. Okay.
There, see, Fenris, your penny didn't help you then.
Yeah, I think if you had a penny, see, at auctions they'll start with £1, 3, 5, 7, 10, and then 10, 15, 20, then 20, 10, 25, then 30. Then after 30, it then goes 40, 50, doesn't it? You know, so yeah. Anyway, so there you go, my friend.
Unlucky, Nigel. A bit too late on that one, mate.
Bit too late on that one, mate. So it must be a little delay. So anyway, so we're watching the clock, and I think there's a 5 or 7 second delay.
7-second delay.
So if you get down to 10 seconds, you want to bid in then, really. So another kit. I don't know if I want to get rid of it or not. I'll never look at it in a minute. So I'll never look.
I'll look forward to. I'll look forward to building that, man. And
Lotus.
Yeah,
LOT.
it cost me.
I don't think it's available at the moment. I got it, and anyway, so another kit, another Tamiya
This is
kit.
hurting, isn't it? This is hurting.
Oh,
you beggar. 10 quid, Moss. 10 quid.
10 quid. Hang on a minute. Let me start the bidding. There you go. 10 quid. And this one is also still sealed. I'll just take it out of the box. You can have a little look. So you've got the instructions. There's the 1 or 2 sprues. Is it? Yeah, 2 sprues in there. And this comes with photo etch or metal etch, I should say. And the decals as well. It comes with all the decals.
15.
We've got
Chromage.
rubber tires, and I think that's chrome for the lights. And you've got the sealed
20 from Man's Models.
20 from Man's Models. Crumbs.
Taggers says 1 humble branded peg.
No, not doing it, mate. Seriously, lads, come on.
These kits are worth a penny. Come on, guys.
This has got metal air funnels and photo etch parts included, is what it says on the box there.
Nice.
So it is one of them. I was reluctant to sell it, but as I said, I need a camera. So yeah, that's 3 kits that I was going to go and build, and I've just let go. It's funny once, it's funny every time. Absolutely.
25 from David JM.
25 from David JM.
That is a nice Lotus.
It's a gorgeous kit.
It is, isn't it?
The question
I
is
don't know
whether or
what
not
year-
you can get British racing green, though. That's the main question.
Yeah.
Milan says, can he bid a week on the boat with him and June?
What does June look like?
I think you've joined the wrong chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
you want
isn't
the pay-per-view
OnlyFans.
channel, mate.
How are we doing on the clock? 2 minutes and
2
48
minutes.
seconds left so far. With David JM with a bid of 25.
Come on, guys. It's got to be worth at least 35 quid. This shit.
Absolutely.
At least.
Yeah.
You're getting these things cheap.
Sweeten the deal,
Wouldn't
Moz.
be able
Put
to
a peg
get
in
that
it.
anywhere for
Yeah.
Yeah,
less than
I'm not
£3.
making any more pegs. They didn't even last. The thing is, though, they didn't even last on the washing line because as soon as you squeeze them, they cracked. It's the wrong filament to do those. It was
25
Yeah.
pounds from David. There you go. That's getting closer.
what we got here. £25 from David. That's good. That's good. But yeah,
Is that box heavy, Mark?
She's not used to pushing weight.
Milan Ondrak. She's a fit 42-year-old. She lives abroad, Bota, so she gets plenty of exercise. And fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. So there you go. 25 quid. Are we up to on the clock? 133 so far. I said, it's just
Mock Models is asking, is there a live stream on Wednesday?
there might be. Depends on what I've got, what's on. Normally, I've got to start doing the live streams again for the channel members. Really, I haven't done one for such a while now. I've got to do one, but it's just everything just seems to get going. So we'll be up to 1 minute left on this one.
Grand Auto Maquette is doing that. He's building that on his channel.
Is he?
Hungary or something like that. And it looks a really nice kit.
Man's
30 from Mans.
Man's for 30.
Terry, you take care, buddy, and we'll see you again.
So 30 quid on this one.
Hey, take care of it.
All right.
Take care, Terry.
See you, man.
Yeah, cheers, Hobby Barn. I hope you got to your 1,000, mate. Congratulations if you have. I'll have a check. I'll have a check this week. Catch up on your channel. So we got 30 with Man's Models Moments. Oh god, the clock's finished. 18 seconds.
Mock says it's his birthday live stream on Wednesday was why he asked. So.
Oh, I see. Okay, well you can do a live stream. 7 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time.
Well done, my friend.
Man, well done.
Well done, Alex.
You can buy it back at the shop, Moss.
Yeah, but
You know what,
does he get discount?
I'm pretty sure that if I saw it in your shop, I'll probably, because it is. I bought it on a whim. I just saw it there. It's look at the box art, right? Is what I'm saying.
It looks
that box art for the Ferret Scout. The way it looks, you would go into a shop and go, "I'm having that," and it's like this one here. That I saw it, and the first thing I did, I'm having that. Even look at the price. Just grabbed it, bump into the basket, or to the wife. Hold that for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, there you go. So that one.
I don't believe you gave it to your wife because she just might be putting it straight back on the shelf.
Get back on the shelf there. Oh. What other ones have I got here that I don't want to get rid of? I don't want to get rid of. All right. We can't have that one because that one's no.
I'm waiting to see these tanks he's bringing out.
Oh, let me just double check. I think I've done a review on this one. I want to check that. I haven't done a review. It's all sealed. It's all sealed. This one. Oh, it's rubber band tracks on this one as well.
Oh dear.
It might be Lincoln. There might be Lincoln, whatever it calls.
There usually is Lincoln
Yeah.
tracks.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Right. Okay. Another one I want to build, but needs must. Right, we've got a 1/35 M4A3
The 76.
76W Sherman from Airfix. Cracking box art, by the way. This is Academy tooled and made, but you'll never see it in Academy. Is that right? Or is that the Cromwell? I can't remember. Is it
That's the Cromwell.
That's the Cromwell.
That's the Cromwell, is it? Yeah. Okay, got it wrong. So that's what. But this is an Academy kit, all right? So
With the wrong number of nuts.
Number of nuts.
The Cromwell's got the wrong number of bolts on the wheels.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, the original ones did, but then they corrected it.
They did. So there we go. That's that one here. Let's start the bin then. We'll get press start. And 5 minutes on this tank, and it's sealed. I mean, it's apart from the lid opening, every part in here. The parts are all sealed. Instruction manual. Yeah. Photo. It's got a photo etch in this as well, is it?
Should be.
Oh, it's got a little bit. It's got a bit of photo etch in it as well. A little bit of photo etch. So yeah. There we go. There you go. Some. Hey, do you know what?
Happy birthday, taggers.
They don't have look some good tracks there, you know, for rubber band. There you go. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, it's all sealed in here. Never bought, but never opened, or you probably get like loads of parts here that you'll never use. That's the problem with these kits, aren't they? Because they do so many different.
20 quid top bid.
So at the moment we've got 20 quid from Man's Mono Moments.
And Nigel as well. 20 quid from
20
Nigel.
quid from Nigel.
We'll
First
take
one
the
in
first,
there,
we'll take the-
right.
Nigel's. It was in first.
Man.
Man was
Alex.
first, was he with 20? Okay, Man was in with 20. So yeah, that's the kit.
There'll be no
Grab.
spare bits in a Sherman because they'll have to weld all of the bits of track onto the turret just to give it some armor.
Well, the Sherman was never British, was it?
No.
No, it's
Firefly.
American.
But they've put a Sherman on the Evolution of Tanks for the Tank Fest t-shirt, and they've all kicked off about it. You should have put a Matilda there or something, you know.
I'd rather see one of those.
But they got a Sherman there, and then they got the Challenger, I think, or something.
People
But,
have
I mean,
too much
but
time
right,
on
like
hands.
the Firefly was absolutely British, as opposed to
Firefly was British,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's
So
right.
it might be just be that it's a Firefly specifically.
yeah.
But
Oh,
isn't
it's with the
the
time.
A476W? Isn't that the same? thing
Wayne,
as
you can bid now and pay on Friday. That's not a problem. I'm sure Mossy would
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
Tags
Long
have gone
should pay.
21.
Oh, we got a 21.
we got 21 from
Moss open
Taggers.
for review.
Got Taggers. There we go. Wow, very generous, these folks. I tell you, it's really generous. I said it's all that. As I said, the money. I'm just selling kits that I've had on my shelf, and
It's here.
yes, I do. I would love to build them, but I desperately want a new camera. So
Hey.
you know, that's the whole fact of it, really.
I hear chicka
And-
chicka 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 from man. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
22
man's
from man.
22.
Here's my question though. What are you doing to destroy it? Is it going to involve any dinosaurs?
Does it involve Pablo?
Paul Burridge has asked, how do we pay? Basically, you email me, and I'll send you a PayPal link. Nigel, you legend!
Oh.
22.
Were we
I
sitting
love
on time?
Nigel. I love Nigel. He's brilliant.
Yep.
22.
Mars, your timer's gone off.
That's
Gone
funny.
blank.
Has it gone
Yeah,
off?
your
Is it?
clock's gone off.
I'm gonna have to. There you go. Face ID.
Still 4 minutes left.
Yeah. The British Army used some Sherman Firefly tanks, and they also used some Sherman-based AVRE vehicles. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Well, but specifically the Sherman Firefly itself was a British tank. Like the Americans did not use the Firefly variant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there were still American-made tanks that we then took the turret.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, like, the main
Dashed a
difference was
17-pounder in sideways in.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't just the turret; it was like mainly the barrel.
Right, we've got 16 seconds left. 16 seconds
Remember,
left.
guys, these come signed with stickerage.
Yeah.
12.
And a zine.
And a zine.
21.
And a zine as well.
Yeah,
that's it.
magazine.
Nigel's won this one. Nigel has won this one.
Congratulations, Nigel.
Good job, Nigel.
Nigel, my email address is in the David JM, whatever.
Okay, there's a timing discrepancy there
Yeah,
with Dave.
I know. Nigel won that one because it finishes by our time. It's about a 7-second delay. So you want to get your bid in by 10 seconds. Yeah, all you do is you contact me, email me with your email address, and I will then send you a PayPal link. When you pay PayPal, and then I will send it to you. Okay, as I said, I'd send them free of charge. If you're in the UK, but if you're abroad, I have to charge a bit extra.
Yep.
So that's brilliant. Thank you, Nigel. So my email's in my about section. So if you email me, we can, and I'll send you the PayPal link.
Max
to
saying
my
I've got a
channel.
Hercules.
You don't happen to have the 172nd Vulcan, do you? Airfix?
I do.
Vulcan?
I do. Oh.
Oh, that's got to be big money.
The pain.
The pain. Does he want a camera?
Like,
or
does he want the camera, or does he want the?
I'll be the first to bid, Moss.
He says he'll be the first to bid.
If he puts,
I have my hand on a
live,
keyboard
you've got
physically. My hand is on the keyboard physically.
You have to. All bids are in pounds only.
All right, pounds. Yep.
Oh, dear me.
I switched mine to pounds.
So,
Max
so
says let go of it. You
I'm
can
sure
do it, Max.
you asked Dale nicely.
Yeah,
looking
you
for
have
Vulcan.
I don't know if I'm allowed to vote to bid anymore. Apparently, my wife, I think, is joining in on the stream at the current moment.
Hang on.
Wow,
this is a reviewed one, but I put them all back in. There's the wings for it there.
Oh my god.
There's the wings for it. I put it all back in. So it has been reviewed on the channel, obviously.
That makes it more valuable, right, Moss?
I can buy it from Airfix, or I can buy it from you.
What's Airfix going for? So I know what number to put down.
Mossy, Nigel says send him an invoice for 25.
Okay, mate. No worries. I'll do that, my friend. Right. Okay. Let me just copy and paste that email address.
Hold
on. How do I copy and paste? I know I can do it on here, can't I? Hang on, just 2 secs while I copy and paste that address, and I'll invoice. Yeah.
I could see a scratch on it. That makes it go down in price at least 87%.
Have the wings got any stink on them?
Have they got any one? Stink.
That's not a scratch. That's engraved panel line.
Yeah. Honestly, you boys. Honestly, you're breaking my heart here.
If I buy it here, it's like $90. At least it's $90.
Yeah.
From Airfix, it's like 70. What is it? 72 or something.
Yeah. Because it's quite a big kit. It's gonna, it's gonna cost me a good £30 to send it through freight.
It's gonna cost me. It would cost me.
Yeah. So hang on, I'm just gonna find.
Captain says 72.49 pounds new with 277 pounds.
Yeah.
One of them scratched.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No,
I'm not twisting your arm or anything. There. Moss?
276 parts if Moss drops a seat.
It's not 48 scale, so you'll be fine.
You boys are killing me. Right, here we go. £5.
5 minutes.
Right,
Here we
so
go.
it's and as I say, it's a reviewed kit. I've looked at it. That's all I've done, and I've put everything back in. Fenris, you
Right in with 73.
Oh, Fenris! I was going to start him off.
I had my hand on the keyboard. Y'all didn't take it seriously.
Charming.
If you want to see a comprehensive build of this kit,
John
go and
Alex,
check out Nigel's modelling bench. With Nigel's modelling bench done a cracking.
Oh, the finish on that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Look at that. Not even a minute gone by and 75 straight away.
Look at that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Nigel's the one that turned me on to
there's
that
the-
kit because I asked
There's
him on
the
the stream.
there's the decal sheets. You've got like the washed out version. What do they call it again? Anti. Oh,
Well, if
Glare.
Fenris wins this, he'll end up on John's barbecue. Just saying.
So yeah,
And says, will you take 20 nectar points?
I don't know. I've seen some of the things that John barbecues, so I don't know that I would be upset being on that barbecue.
Might have to make a trip over.
You'd
Just
be
for one.
eating from my barbecue meat.
I'll be eating good while you know.
Oh yeah. And drinking well.
No griddle marks. Yep.
by the way, this comes without its flying hours.
Did you snip out the flying?
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm
I'm taking mine back.
joking. I'm joking.
I'm gonna have to lower my bid if it doesn't have flying hours. I'd lower it down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Not that
free.
you can fucking use them anyway, Fenris. You know what I mean? Honestly, not that you could use them.
I've been saving them regardless.
So up to £75 in Captain VFC. I think he's on the sauce tonight because he's coming out with crap.
Yeah.
You know. I sold a
I wonder
built
where
a
VFC
painted
is at the
copy
current
of that
moment.
same Vulcan kit.
Well, there you go, Milan. You can put a bid in at £100 and still make a profit.
Yeah,
Build another one and
exactly.
sell that one as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
With a signed box.
Clock there.
2 minutes 15, guys.
2 minutes 15.
If you're wondering why I'm not bidding, Moss, it's because I've got one sitting over there.
Yeah. we all, you know.
You could have 2 on your shelf.
I've already got 2.
You could have a
I've got
third
another
for
one
the
sitting on the bench
shop.
there.
Then you could have a fourth for the shop.
Oh, I could have gone to Alex.
I've got a Valiant and a Victor as well.
June won't let him have another one.
We'll just wait till July then.
I tell you what, I'm not joking here, lads. I've given away 5, not given away, I've for auction 5 kits that I treasure, to be honest, all for that Sony camera.
It'll be worth it.
It'd be worth
well,
it.
we got that. I'm going to build it on the channel. So
Just think how crisp the focus will be.
Like yours tonight, to be fair, Alex. You know what I mean?
It's looking pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
on none of the kits that you auctioned off, you'll have to get other kits, new kits, more kits.
I'm not giving away the Avalanche. No, not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that came out last year, right? Or this year?
Oh, that would have been my kit of the year if the Spitfire hadn't been released. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for a Bearcat drop. I have some saved up for the Bearcat.
Yeah.
30 seconds on this one, folks. 30 seconds.
Everybody's keyboard freeze.
The answer
Honestly,
is upstairs, I think.
Honestly, so Mock is asking if you have a Hercules you could auction. Like seriously, there might be a bidding war for a Hercules.
He's asked several times.
I've legitimately been trying to find a good, well-priced Hercules for a little bit now.
Yeah. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. John Alec, you're
And
lovely.
there it is.
Thank you very much. I will contact my shipping guy and find out how much it's going to cost, because the Vulcan is a massive kit.
Yep.
The Vulcan is a massive kit. So
if you can ship them together, if that's
I'll
more
do that, mate. Yeah,
economical,
I'll bubble up the hell out of it, and then I'll give you a price of what it's costing. Then you can jump it up, and brilliant.
Yeah, it's also it's not terribly bad. It's not it's not terribly bad coming over here.
It would cost me 30 pounds from Airfix.
What happened was there was a problem with the what they call it, the customs.
Yeah.
And they stopped all packages going across, and I mean they stopped it. At the time, there was a Dam Busters kit that I wanted to send to Jason at Outlaw Paint as a gift, because he was desperate to get the Dam Busters coin. So I sent him the kit. He's done a video on it, bless him. Really brought, made me well up. It did. He was so generous. And it was £79 through Royal Mail, FedEx, and DHL. And then the auction house that I go to, the woman that they use an outside courier to do it, and I was able to ship it in for 30 quid. And that Dam Busters box is quite long. It's not as big. It's not as big as his Vulcan, because the Vulcan one's huge. I've got to find a box big enough to bubble wrap it, because I bubble wrap it properly. But I will. I'll get the shipping company to send that across.
Nigel says Parcel Monkey.
Yeah, Parcel Monkey's another one. But when I use this carrier, because the insurance I get with it makes it cheaper. You have to pay extra insurance for Parcel Monkey. But the carrier that this company uses, what they do is they buy space. That's what they do. They buy space, and then they fill it, and then they give it away cheap. So, but yeah, thank you so much, guys. I think that's it.
Man.
I'm more modelled out. Unless one of you guys wants to auction off a model to the or we can do that next week. It's up to you. I've got Oh, I can't get rid of. I got rid of that Honda. Fucking Honda. Do you know what? This is the problem, isn't it? I should have just built it when I got it. Then I didn't have the temptation to sell it.
That's the problem. That's why I just don't have a stash. If I have a stash, then I have to get rid of things, and then I'll just build when I get them. Ignore the fact that I've had this since January. This means nothing. Ignore this.
Brilliant. That's good.
Yeah, mate. Dry your eyes.
Dry your eyes. It's a play that small violin. Yeah, I know. I'll tell you what I did get at Tank Fest. Dale came up to me, because I give out my woven patches. Because I sent Dale the lightning patch and the zine and a Dam Busters coin that I got given. And when he saw me, the first thing he did, he goes, "Hey, you'd want one of these, Moz, wouldn't you?" And they've got these like rubberized patches.
Oh,
it's got Velcro on it as well, so you can put it on a jacket. So you don't put it through the wash. You just, it's Velcroed on. So I'm going to find a lovely North Face jacket to put that on. One of my North Faces. So I have a little Airfix logo, and it's as big as his as well.
No, I mean his is starting to become a little bit bigger than that, I think.
Yeah,
it's growing each picture, each video.
His hair's getting longer.
Yeah. Well, he goes for that flick up, doesn't he? He does that, So fair play to him. It's also, here's something for you, right? Those models of the Ferret Scouts, they were built by an outside modeler who's secret. He doesn't have a name. So they were trying to make up a name like the Stig. And I was just trying to think of a name they could call him, the secret modeler of Airfix now.
Silly scale models.
Yeah. Call him the Mig.
Scoa.
The Stoa.
Scoa. Smoa. Secret modeler of Airfix. Smoa.
Yeah, Smoa. Yeah. Anyway, in the chat I've just seen. Sorry, John. I'm on full screen here. Hello, mate. How are you?
You're talking to me?
Yes, you, John.
I'm fine, you?
So it took half an hour.
It took half an hour. Sorry,
I
mate.
was watching your video. I was watching your video earlier on the ferret.
Yeah.
And I fancied one of Dale's t-shirts.
It's going to be an awesome kit. That it's going to be an awesome kit.
I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
It's just to hold them in your hand. It's 1/35, so it's it's size like that, but just the detail on it, the weight, and the modeler obviously done a cracking job building it. But I can't see very much that can go wrong with building that kit. I really can't. It's going to be a simple, how many parts is it? Is it 90 parts or something?
That sounds like a challenge, Moss.
Yeah. Build it without using Tamiya extra thin. You've got to use Umbro. Yeah. Hey, what was your story anyway, John, about the Concorde? You got me intrigued. You said because I was
got you intrigued.
Challenge. Yeah.
I had a brother-in-law who worked at Milton Works BAC. And he told me that Concorde was military modded.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I can hear everything in double. It comes back after 10 seconds.
Oh, right. Sorry about that, mate. Sorry, I don't know what that is. You're not getting.
I don't know what it is.
Here.
Anyway, apparently Concorde was military modded at BAC Film. It was basically turned into a tactical nuclear bomber.
Do you know? It wouldn't surprise me.
I heard that.
You had two bomb bays, one behind the undercarriage oleo bays, either side of the fuselage, and then after they were modded, they were reskinned to make them look just like they were before. Sort of top secret and everything. Now the aircraft are flying, I don't see an issue with it telling people about.
I wonder if which Concorde it was, because they could probably go and see where the skins might have been replaced.
All I know is they modded all the BA airframes.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me that it was the fastest jet in the world at one point, wasn't it? Because you think about the length of it, it could have carried quite a bit of stuff in it as well, couldn't it? If you take the seat out,
basically.
So, Nigel Models Bench just said, if it's anything like the K2, it will be a wonderful little kit. Yeah. I think I'm glad they've normally over the years it's always been like 172, 148.
Yeah.
But I think they're trying to drag in a presence with the 135th, and that's why they spent the money doing that work with Academy on bringing some of those toolings in. So yeah, it's good. It's an incredible design that little K2. And when they brought out the lorry now, they've got rid of the Austin bit because what was the point in having a licensing for that?
Mac Models has had to disappear.
Oh, is he gone? Is that Bozzer, is it? Yeah, email me when you're ready, mate, and I'll send those kits to you. Okay? So, yeah. Who's typing? I can hear type.
That's got to be Alex.
It's Alex, is it? He's there going.
No, somebody put, like David had put, that Concorde was the fastest passenger jet, not very comparable to military jets. But you've got to remember, nothing could catch Concorde apart from the Lightning and the Tornado. Did it go to a full burner?
The Russian Concorde was faster than Concorde.
Yes, it was.
It also didn't last very long, did it?
No. 10 months.
It landed badly.
Yeah,
it landed pretty badly at Paris as well, didn't it? Was it twice? It crashed at Paris. No, it wasn't Paris, was it? It was somewhere else where
it crashed in Russia, didn't it? It crashed in Russia, though, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
crashed in Russia.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's suspicion at the Paris Air Show that obviously the P1127s were flying around, the Harriers, and they actually caused it to crash.
Yeah. I've heard
There was
all
one that
sorts
crashed
of-
at an air show, Moss.
There was, because there's footage of it, isn't there?
Yeah.
If you look at Dark History or Dark, there's a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
There's the wings just come
Dark
off.
Skies,
didn't
I think it's called, isn't it?
Dark
Yeah.
Skies. The thing about Dark Skies is though there's a few things that they get. It's very much details that are like in the weeds, so to say, but they do get some stuff wrong. But like the super overarching stuff, they do really well.
Yeah.
So
Nigel said, "Don't forget Valkyrie, guys."
Again, didn't land well.
Why
I mean,
don't
the thing is, the Concorde did work and it did fly regularly.
Yeah.
You know, those other aircraft didn't.
So David Meredith says Dark Skies, Dark Docks. They also have like Dark Seas. There's like a total of like 5 or 6 different channels in that whole meta unit.
Yeah. But it's,
And the answer is
they're
always
a good
aliens.
watch. They're a good watch.
They are.
Like,
They are. It's
yeah.
very entertaining. Very good.
Yeah. So, Tabodigo saying, "Have you seen the new Win Leader book, Nige?" No, I said I enjoy building my Concorde. The challenge is still live, by the way. The challenge goes on until the patches go. And like I've said, channel members get the zine with it as well. So if you want a zine with your Concorde build, then you started yours of you, Alex. Look at
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
Is that the Airfix one?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell you what, I've
building
been
it by
watching
Airfix,
Dominic build his as well.
I've had to extend my camera to. It's a big box. It is a sizable box.
What annoyed me with my one is that the Airfix guys put it in the small box, so the ends were slightly bent.
Oh,
the nose
yeah.
and the tail. Yeah. David J.M. is a lightning challenge still on. Yes, if you're building a lightning, send me a picture. I've got a few. I had 100 of them woven patches. I've got a few left. So if you have built one, send me an email with a picture of it finished, and I'll send you one.
I'm still
but
waiting for my lightning to come in.
Yours is coming in this week, I think. It should be good,
I think it is. I think it is. I think in the next
Yeah.
couple of days it should be.
Avro Manchester. What a kit that we need in the range is an Avro Manchester.
No, Wing Leader have done a book on it.
Have they?
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
I saw it come up in Facebook today.
Yeah.
It'd been
Wayne
announced.
Welly, I've still got an email for the zine. Yeah. Give us a shout and I'll send you. There's the lightning patch on David's screen now because he built the Tamiya one that you're going to build as well, Fenris. So yeah, it's.
I'm looking forward to it. Like when I saw it on Model Minutes
Yeah.
channel, like I was just like, oh god, I need to pick up that kit because it looks so good. And then you were auctioning it, and I was like, yes, I need it.
Well, this is it. It's a
kit.
Well, like it was said, it's a kit before its time. It's not 1969, and it's resets panel lines. Why they didn't carry on with that? Why they went back? But then again, I talked to other modelers. And there's a lot of modelers who specifically hand brush prefer the raised panel lines because they can dry brush on the edge of them.
That makes sense actually.
Yeah. So I know that's that's why. Now that's a good kit. That's Super Hornet. You'll enjoy that one.
Yeah. I just figured I'd change up my current camera thing.
Yeah. So, but and I said, the Concorde challenge is live. So if you do build a Concorde, let me know, and I will send you out a patch. I've only got a few left. Actually, I think this is all I've got left. Actually, is here. What have I got here? I've got 1, 2, 3 left. 3 left. There's the Concorde patch. That's the Concorde patch now. So if you build a Concorde,
was that 3 of the Concorde or 3 of the electric?
I've got 3 of the lightning patch. I've only got 3 of these left now.
Oh, 3 of the lightning.
So that would have been. So I get rid of all them 3. That's 100 done. I've got loads of these still, the Mods Models patches.
Oh, I like the dinosaur.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I should do one of them, a dinosaur challenge. I just send you one woven patch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
Moz, design a ferret patch.
I am tempted to do that, you know. I am tempted to do that. I would be tempted, definitely. But the trouble is, though, I've already started doing the Concorde, and you know, what I'll do is I'll run it for a bit, and then it costs me money, you know, to get these patches done because I've got to buy time. So you know, and I've got to when the woman does them, I say I need 50, and then she'll say I could do 50 in July, and I could do another 50 in October. So I need to get another 50 done. But to be fair, the take up for the Concorde was not as much as the E Lightning, unfortunately. So, which is a bit of a shame. But I thought I really do feel that every man and his dog has actually built the Concorde. So you know, it'd be nice to build it again if you want one. But maybe I just went a little bit too far with it. But I had a Concorde, and I haven't built one for years, so I thought I'll do a challenge. And normally they're pretty good. So
to be fair, I've never built a Concorde, and I don't know that I would have if you didn't have the challenge.
I wouldn't have built that Revell one anyway, but you know, needs must have been that you've got one there now.
I mean, to be fair, I got it for like $20 with shipping, so like
exactly.
I would have gone the Airfix route, but it was that cheap on eBay, so I was like,
yeah, I get that.
Last quick question from Nigel: have you bought the Trumpy 132nd Bearcat?
No, I've got the 148 to do. Which is I did the I've got the 148 to do, but the 132 is on my Christmas list because if she wants to buy me a model, she buys you one at Christmas. I didn't even know that Trumpeter did a 132nd until I was reminded of it. So, but yeah, I've done a 148. I've got another 148 to do,
there you go,
which is the latest one.
Bearcat challenge.
Bearcat.
No, not doing a Bearcat challenge. Not doing that one there. So that's the one that is in my bench. The original one I built, the 148, because I got another copy of it sent to me. I can't find it now. There it is. I got this one years ago, which I built, and I'm going to rebuild it just for the crack. This was the original Bearcat I built, but it's reboxed by a company called Chematic. See that one? That's the original 148 that I built years ago. So yeah, it's a basic kit. But yeah, so I started building this one up. It's really basic. But I built this one years and years ago. Even the instructions are crap. So you know that's the big in the marking. So, but the Hobby Boss one is on my to-do list as well. It's just time, you know, and also because I film my builds, they take ages to do as well. It's taking time to concentrate on what I'm filming than actually bloody building. But you said the same, didn't you, Alex? You feel the same, don't you, when you do it?
Yeah. I'll tell you what's taken the longest on this this Airfix Concorde so far.
Yeah,
is they don't supply transparencies for the windows for the passengers.
But Revell don't either. Revell don't either.
Yeah.
So I actually filled them with clear resin.
Oh, nice!
Did you?
Nice.
That took some time.
Yeah.
I imagine
because the Revell one doesn't come with glass either, apart from the front.
No, well, I thought it'd be a bit drafty without it. No. So
yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, I didn't bother. I just thought, in fact, you know, on the vintage classic Airfix Concorde, it didn't come with glass in that one. I don't think, or did it? Anyway, but what they did was you could put the decals on, and there was this one part of the sprue, I didn't know what it was, and it looked like a little long rod with a little square on the end. And I was told after the event, the original Concorde was released, and you put the decals on the top, and then you would push this little tool into the hole.
transfer.
Yeah, you push the transfer into the hole. Yeah. So maybe so you either have it with the decals or you don't. But that was a tough kit to build. That doing that blue stripe. What I should have done was cut it into thirds and then put it on, and then you would have got it straight because it was one long bit. If you did this end, the other end would go up.
They had those parts on all the Sky King kits, all of the airline.
Well, they used to push through the hose with that, did you?
All of them.
They never mentioned that in the instructions.
Yeah,
on
they
the
did.
leather. Classic.
So I remember building the BAC 111 kit from Airfix, and they had the transfers on. And you push them through.
Nigel says, if I did a 1/32nd scale Bearcat challenge, I'm with you. Mate, at the moment, it'll be after Christmas. I've said to myself that during the Christmas period, I'm going to sit down and build the 1/48 Bearcat over the Christmas, and I will get the wife to buy me the 1/32 because I can't. Normally I just buy kits when I want it, but to be fair, I kind of didn't. I thought I'd give it to her to buy me.
I'm still waiting on the Corsair challenge.
Yeah, I know.
Corsair patch.
You think of the challenges I could do. You go through them. You could do, the tank challenge or Sherman challenge. Because if you think about it, the reason I picked Concorde was because there's 4 different scales you could build it in.
Yeah.
You're the 1 to 144 scale. You've got the 172 scale. There's a 100 scale and a 120 scale. Is it 120 or 120? No, 200 scale.
Something like
There's
that.
200 scale, isn't it? So if you did a Bearcat challenge, it could be 172, which would be the easiest because it's easy assembly kit. The one that I've been thrilled that Dave's been building, which is the Hobby Boss one, isn't it, Dave? You're quite enjoying it, aren't you?
I'm loving it. It's brilliant.
It goes together really well, doesn't it?
Yes. The only area I had a problem with was the cowling, and I've had.
What did you do? Did you just cut it
I've
out a
got
bit more?
filler in it.
Is there quite a gap there? Is there?
A good millimetre.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good mil. But it's only on the top edge, not on the bottom.
Yeah, but it was an American-made plane. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I got the 148th Hawk.
But you have to bear in mind, I'm not a professional, so.
Aren't you? I got you down as a professional, mate. All of us here are professionals.
Far from it.
Actually,
John Parker is desperate to get back on the bench, aren't you, mate?
Hey?
You're desperate to get back on the bench, aren't you, mate?
Oh, God, yeah. Need some premises for that first.
Wow. Just get one of those Humbrol trays and sit, and put it on your thing. That's a good T-shirt.
I really, really have been wanting to get a Bearcat T-shirt, but sadly nobody sells any Bearcat T-shirts, so I've got to settle for a Corsair one.
I got 2 of these, and I wore one of these yesterday. And
I saw it for the video for the Tank Fest.
I'll have you know that Redbubble have sold 10 of these on my behalf.
Oh,
already.
I do want one.
Yeah.
I do want one.
What about the Hawker Tempest challenge? Yes, that's another one that I could do. But you got to remember. So I look at I find a silhouette. Well, I bought this silhouette for the Concorde. I bought it off an image site because I think this was the best looking silhouette I could find. And then I designed the patch, fit it. Then I send it to India to then get digitized to the software that they digitize it into 4 different softwares so that I could then send it to Ever to get them made. And I'm paying between £3 and £4 for these. And then it cost me, it depended on if I'm just sending you this in a sticker, I can just about send it as a letter. But the channel members get the zine number 2 with it. So it cost me then £1.60. So all told, these are costing me about £6 or £7 each, all told, including the price of the stickers and everything. But I'm doing it. I'm not asking for money for that. I'm just doing it because I just wanted to give something back to the community so that they'll be proud that when they, they get the Mods Models patch as well to put on wherever. And the only thing I'm really sad about is that I've not actually met anyone anywhere that's got the patches shown on something. So it'd be nice if I could meet somebody. I don't really know. That just they go by a username, obviously. That I could see. Oh look, I've met them, shook hands with them, and they got their Mods Models patch on. So
just let me know. Just let me know when you come down to Florida. And
yeah, yeah, I'd love to come to Florida. I really would. But yeah, it's all good. I do it because and also it gives something back, doesn't it? I also maybe you don't know, Jonathan Mock from the Interesting Modelling Company has been updating. He's had some operations. He's had a benign tumor removed. He's on the mend. He's on the mend. So I know he designed those decals for the Vintage Classic. So I've actually sent him a zine and a Concord patch, so that he can shut up, Captain VFC. What comment is that?
Especially in the middle of what you're talking about, right?
I know. It's what he puts here.
It's about random.
Random. I'm like, you caught my eye, you twat. So I've sent him one of them as well, and but as I said, the weekend
you need mothballs again, guys. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. And even at the Tank Fest, I gave a couple of zines away and patches to a couple of the Airfix teams. So,
nice.
Yeah, that's So yeah, it's all good. So, anyways, we'll get these kits together. I'll contact everyone, and we'll have to meet up soon, Alex. I can have a boot full of for you,
Wait till I get paid.
I'm going to show up at the grand opening, and there's going to be a whole shelving unit that is just X-Moss 651 model kids.
Yeah. Do you have any cheap kits? Yeah, look at the Moz review kits there. They're all shite.
Yeah. Frighten Alex by turning up as devil worshippers.
Yeah, that'll be good. Down with this sort of thing. Careful now.
That'll be part of it.
Careful now.
Yeah.
Careful now. Down with this sort of thing.
We got somebody with a Hobby Boss Bearcat.
Ooh, what scale did he buy?
Because Hobby Boss is got to be with the 172nd, I think. So I guess the question is it the easy assembly kits? Because I really love their easy assembly kits. They're a little bit meh on the interior and the detail, but they go together so smoothly. They are such nice builds. They really, really are.
Yeah.
They're great for Mojo.
Yeah, this is the one that I built it together in about 4 minutes.
Wow.
And then used it to spray the Outlaw paint. So, and it actually came up really well. And said, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a bit of a satin, but like I said, it is a little bit satiny, but that's the camera, I think. But it is quite glossy, actually, because I give it a good wet coat.
I will say that I think that there's an element of, I don't know how to phrase it, but if you were to do pure gloss, when it comes down to scale, the gloss feels weird. Satin or some kind of satin or like some kind of semi-gloss feels better in scale for gloss than gloss does. And I know that sounds weird, but it makes sense when you see it.
It's the way light works, and
exactly.
The only time you should really have really super high gloss is really on like bikes and cars, which are a larger scale anyway, and have super shiny finishes.
Yeah. I mean, like in the case of the 1/24th Hellcat from Airfix, absolutely that should be super gloss.
but like a 1/72nd, you can get away with a satin, and it looks okay. In scale, it looks 100% okay.
Yeah, because if you did it really glossy, it would look like it had just been rained on.
Right.
Yeah. That's a fair shout, that. Anyways, it's 10:05.
Ooh.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the chat tonight. And I am trying to find. I don't know. Do you want me to change the intro song to this? If you're getting copyright striked, I'll try and find a freebie one.
No, I've edited it. I've figured out how to cut it out.
You cut it out. That's good.
Yeah,
it's easy to get.
Yeah. I get notified that you've all copied, and I just archive it. That means that you shouldn't get any copyright strikes or copyright.
Well, I haven't got enough. I haven't got enough subscribers to get a copyright strike.
Yeah, we need to get you up a bit, shouldn't we?
Oh,
So,
I was gonna say, if you don't have enough, then clearly that's why I haven't run into any
I
issues.
certainly ain't.
Yeah. Anyways, right, folks, let's call it a night. Thanks all for watching, and back again next Monday. I wonder what we want to discuss next week. That'll be interesting.
I have some ideas.
Talk to us after. Take care, everyone, and see you next time. Cheers, all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.